me usó. Los bocados siempre lo han criticado porque siempre fui raro. Nunca hice lo que hacen, por eso no me alcanzaron. Es como lo imaginaron, un blanquito iluminado que escapó de la caón. Mucho bla bla bla, pero no hacen nada como nosotros lo hacemos. Siempre estamos. Si ante nadie llamó, no entiendo por qué vienen si ante nadie.
It's the NBA brought to you. This is Kevin Hart. I'm joined by Richard Jefferson and Greg Anthony. And David Aldridge will be reporting from the sideline. 76er fans are making noise here at the Wells Fargo Center. We are in Philadelphia. Taking a look at Detroit. They've got to be hoping that the road will be a little kinder to them than their winless homestand they just concluded.
And you can tell that both teams will be a little on edge in this one, given the rivalry these teams have. It could be an emotional game.
And who doesn't love this stuff? Two teams that have beef. Look, the stakes are a little bit higher, and it should make this a very interesting matchup.
Maxey. Here's Embiid. And the dunk by Embiid.
Now, I understand he's a large human, but the defense has to be better. You can't let Embiid get whatever he wants inside.
2 free throws coming up, and they call the shooting foul.
Well, you look at the counting numbers for Cade Cunningham. He fills up a stat sheet. The key for him moving forward, though, efficiency.
And that's good as he hits both of his shots. And you talk about Cade's efficiency. Greg on a struggling team, that can be a challenge.
Yeah, without great shooters around him, he's forced into taking tough shots or turnovers. And as the team improves, though, I think the percentages should come around.
And let's head over to the sideline and catch up with David Aldridge.
Dwayne Casey gave me a few minutes to catch up with him. He's looking for his guys to put up a terrific performance tonight, especially at the defensive end. He said, we want to use our length and athleticism to protect the rim, make it hard for shooters to get clean looks. This is the first meeting of the season between these two. Guys, we'll see how it comes out.
Thank you, David. Obviously, they feel that's the strategy that will earn them the W.
And Kevin, when you're disruptive defensively, especially early on, that can help change the complexion of the rest of the game.
And that priority on defense establishes a team-first mentality. Guys have to work as a unit. It's a good mindset to get into early. Still very early, but that's not the start they want. 1 for 5 shooting.
Oh, and that's how you run the floor. Cunningham attacking the defense with confidence.
Kicks it out to Harden. Embiid inside. And it's Isaiah Stewart with the foul. That is his first foul of the game.
Personal foul. First team foul.
And so here is Philadelphia, trailing by 4. And Embiid throws it down.
Flying high and throwing it down with the one hand.
One of his favorite moves right there, guys. Now, here's Thibault. Pass to Embiid. Outside, Maxey. It's up a 3. The offensive rebound. That one is good from Joel Embiid.
Yeah, he's off to an impressive start. Always nice to get 3 of your first 4 to drop.
And oh boy, a lot of contact there, but he gets the call and will shoot 2.
And with Ivy, he gives you the physical traits you want at guard. Long, strong, athletic, lots of upside.
And Ivy especially effective in the open floor.
Outstanding burst and speed, plays with a high motor, and he's always in attack mode.
Now here's Embiid. He has 6. Gets an open look and hits. Embiid's got 8 points. And first quarter, we're about 3.5 minutes in. Over to the left wing. Ivy. That one misses. Some solid defense from Maxey. The 76ers lead. Embiid in the corner. Bagley with the rebound.
Just enough resistance to force the miss. Barely. That's one he'll generally make.
And the dunk by Stewart.
Nothing soft about the putback there.
And why chance it, right? Take the dunk if you've got it.
And that's his MO. Be physical, get in position for the putback, and throw it down. The defense got to know that's what he's looking to do.
Offensive rebound. Out to Harris. That's good, and that's Embiid with the assist.
Such a versatile offensive player. Harris using his range this time to strike from the arc.
Pass to Stewart. Embiid with the steal. Here's Maxey. A new 14 for the 76ers. Another shot. And Embiid finishes inside. He's got 10.
Yeah, they have dialed it up a notch here, really battling to extend this run.
Bagley, no good. Here's Philadelphia. They're on an 11-2 run. Thibault. Embiid inside. Up and in on the way.
And now you see them starting to really work the ball inside.
Cunningham for 3. Doesn't get it to drop for him. And Philadelphia the other way now. And here's Harden for 3. And he's still waiting to make his first shot for the night. Now 0 of 4.
Okay, so if I were to say this was a disaster of a period for him, it would be an understatement. But hey, sometimes you got to shoot your way out of the slump, even for him.
Out of bounds, Detroit takes possession.
There are struggles on both ends of the floor, which I'm sure can feel discouraging at times.
And Philadelphia grabs the miss. And 101 left here in the first quarter. Embiid inside. And he tries off the glass, but it's no good.
And right from the start, Kevin, they've been pounding the glass. Most of those 50-50 balls also going their way.
.35 seconds left to play in the first. Six to shoot. Great D net time from Bagley. Pistons trail by 7. They've been looking out of sync offensively.
Yeah, their offense has ground to a standstill.
More than a few bad breaks for him this quarter. He's struggling, and the team is following suit on the scoreboard.
To stop the drought, a big-time effort for Joel Embiid, providing a lot of energy for Philadelphia. He made his mark in a big way on the boards in that quarter. And we'll be right back after this. Well, we hope you're enjoying your Easter as we are here, as we get underway once again. And guys, what's your take so far in Philadelphia?
Well, one way to generate more offense, pound the offensive glass. That was the difference in the first.
They're just out-hustling them on the boards, punishing them for refusing to box them out accordingly.
Pass to Butler. Pulls up. And it's Reed pulling it down. The 76ers leading by 7. And it's Garrett in the corner. Back to Harden. Hayes with the steal. Pass to Duren. And foul on the shot, so he'll get a chance at the line.
Really the right play defensively. If you can't block, force him to the line.
And he makes the first. You know, Greg, you played on some gritty teams, and we hear that expression, getting punched in the mouth, and it's not usually literal. But what's that look like on the floor? What's it feel like on the court?
Kevin, you're just out hustling and out muscling the team. At times you'll see it. They've kind of checked out mentally, and I'll tell you what, it is one of the best feelings in sport.
Pass the buck. Lays it up off the glass.
These are exactly the kind of shots they want to generate each and every time down the floor.
Time now to turn to our sideline reporter, David Aldridge. David.
Thank you, guys. Now, Tobias Harris has been the leading scorer on teams in the NBA, but on the Sixers, he understands his role is different. He says, I'm not a guy who's going to press for looks. The ball's going to flow how it flows, and I just got to be ready when the opportunity comes my way. That's what winning basketball is all about. Kevin?
David, thank you. Pistons trail by 6. Burks looking around. Knocks it loose. 5 to shoot. And that one hits back iron.
A good job by him on the glass here tonight. +8 in that department.
Here's Milton. Burks pulls it in.
It is a shame to see a high percentage look go to waste. You'll be hearing about this one in the locker room, I'm sure.
The 76ers leading by 6. Milton with it. Butler covering. In the corner, it's Harris. Pass to Harrell. And Harrell shoots it in.
And once Harrell hits the launching pad, the defense doesn't have a lot of good options, making that jam seem unstoppable.
Now here's Butler. And it goes out of bounds. That one off Butler. Second quarter of play with almost 3 minutes gone. Now here's Milton. Nothing yet on the scoreboard for him. Shot clock at 6. The 76ers need to get off a shot. Harris, good.
Showing the quick hands that time. Harris with the catch and shoot.
And since Tobias Harris got his big contract with the Sixers, Greg, some say they chose him over Jimmy Butler.
And while Tobias is nice, he's never been an all-star. And that's one of the few downsides to a big payday. Some might say he's overpaid. Now, I'm sure he'll take the trade-off.
Pistons trailed by 11. Butler. Count the bucket coming off a perfectly placed assist. Butler's got 4 points in the quarter.
Yeah, there it is again. On a lot of their possessions this first half, they've established great inside position.
Here's Melton. And he gets the whistle. 2 free throws coming up. That's on Jalen Duren.
And, you know, DeAnthony Melton's progression as a shooter has been impressive.
Yeah, he struggled on the pull-up jumpers early in his career, but he worked at it, and now he's very efficient. His offense is almost as good as his defense at this point.
And about the 76ers, Richard, they've been impressive.
Yeah, they've been on a 50-win pace for about the last 5 seasons, and with Joel Embiid every single year, you are going to be a contender. This is their window, and they are bringing in the talent to get it done.
And they've got a big lead, not just on the scoreboard, but really in the rebounding numbers as well.
Back to Reed. Lets the three fly. And the 76ers get it back. The fader. And no problem from Harrell as he finishes at the rim. Harrell's got the lead up to 13 now for the 76ers. Guys are looking for a spark here.
Yeah, a cold stretch offensively for sure.
And so here is Philadelphia. Here's Harden. Gets that one to drop. First one of the game after 4 straight misses.
In the paint, Harden, man, he's just a tough guard. If you get too close, you know that this man is a master at drawing fouls.
Out of bounds. Philadelphia takes possession. The 5th time this game, marking at 1 for 6.
Well, he better buy his teammates dinner tonight because they've covered him for what has been a terrible, absolute terrible shooting display.
And he drops it in from the low post. Harden's got his 2nd basket of the night. And guys, let's get your take on the hustle stats for the 76ers. Here's Hayes. Detroit, no good that time either. Harden with it. And he's fouled pretty hard on that shot, but he's got the chance to pick up the points at the line. That's on Jalen Duren.
Let me say this. If you need it, he's got it. Harden does everything you want out of an offensive weapon.
Well, James Harden still a tremendous player, but now in his early 30s, some question, can he be the dominant MVP force we saw in Houston?
Good work there as it goes. Harden's got 7 points for the quarter.
That scoreless first quarter, that might have woke him up, and he's turned it on here in the second.
Hayes, no good.
They've shown some strength in the paint today. Their work on the boards has been impressive.
There's a little burst to Harden's game. You can see that on the breaks.
Here's Okeke. Detroit keeping it alive. A new 14. Here's Duren. The shot off that time. Some solid defense from Reed. And Harden wide open. He shoots. Hits it from three-point range. Harden's got 12 in the game.
What a great play. Totally schooled the defender on that one.
Here's Okeke. No good, unable to end this run. A dominating first half of basketball, and so far hasn't been close. 76ers ahead, opening up a huge gap. And we'll be back right after halftime to get the third quarter underway. And with a big gap on the scoreboard, the second half begins with very different goals for these teams. One side trying to mount a comeback, one side trying to protect their lead. Now, here is Harden, following the miss by Cade Cunningham. Back to Harden. Fires the three. That one doesn't go. And the Pistons now going the other way. And after this game wraps up, they're off to Atlanta where they'll take on the Hawks. That will conclude their brief 2-game road trip. From outside the arc, they get it back. From deep. Nailed from three-point land. Harden's got the first field goal of the second half for the 76ers.
Please don't talk. I done been through too much and I don't need another loss. Put that on every war scar for every battle. Out the BMW, new deposit. I guess that's how it sound when you win it. I ain't joking, do it sound like I'm kidding. I've been making like 2,000 a minute. So high up through the clouds, I was swimming. I'm probably gonna drown when I'm in it.
It's the NBA brought to you by 2K Sports on this very special Easter Sunday. This is Kevin Harlan with Clark Kellogg and Greg Anthony. David Aldridge is on our sideline. 76er fans are making noise here at the Wells Fargo Center. We are in Philadelphia. You look at Detroit.
And you can tell that both teams will be a little on edge in this one, given the rivalry these teams have. It could be an emotional game.
I think it's always that way when these guys get together. The fans and the players are jacked up. Even the vendors are ramped up, talking stuff. It's a special matchup for sure.
And so it's Maxey who brings up the ball for Philadelphia. Well, certainly, Clark, the 76ers, the past few seasons, have given their fans plenty to feel good about.
Yeah, and you know, those Philly fans are really hard to please. They have great expectations and knowledge to go along with it. But you're right. I mean, it's been much easier to look on the bright side in Philly recently. The talent and results have been trending up in recent years.
That's the third straight miss to start this game, and they're still looking for their first basket.
And the Pistons decide to take their first timeout right here.
Really doesn't take